Salutations to all of my gremlins, to those of you who are watching this video. I wanted to address in this video on how and what state of mind you need to be in order to conquer your fears. Fear is an unstable feeling of a state of mind, a part of our humanistic psychology, of our natural emotions. And fear is something that could be conquered through no hesitation, confidence. The vital, most important key of all aspects to consider is confidence, and especially even to consider and if you are someone who, for an example, has a particular fear of massive crowds of people and or fears of others and of their criticisms or judgments, of their afflictions, of their consciousness towards you, most important thing to consider is to be who you are as a human being, and to become a venomous snake as you use your fangs to strike at its core of that fear, of whatever fear that in particular that you might have. You have to conquer your fears as much as possible, as strong as possible. And you need to keep in consideration to be that soldier, to be who you are, and to conquer that fear. To conquer the fear that might arise in your life. As for myself, I am completely fearless. And that is not to say with egocentricality or eccentricism, an overzealous righteousness of self-pride, a feeling of, certain morals and or what have you, or an overconfident mentality or state of mind. I have, over the progression of years, throughout the gradual evolution of time, the more that I continue to balance my walk in the light, journey into the light. As I had journeyed throughout the evolution of time inside of this journey into the light, I had over a period of time become more versatile and as well as knowledgeable and become fearless. As I place my faith into the light, you truly become fearless. You do not fear the oceans of darkness. You do not fear fear itself. You do not fear even the slightest of the darkness, as fear was injected into your minds. There is no absolute reason to fear in itself, considering that you have to place your feet on the ground and be a soldier. You have to believe in yourself completely, all the way through. And in addition, it's not worth living your existence or to even coexist inside of the world while you are still alive to have a fear of anything. And to have that fear to levitate and allow that gradual manipulation over your mind is absolutely not worth it. To myself, the way I figured is that, fear only brings you down to the level of an imbalance. And how we are supposed to be as human beings we should focus in that pinpoint in our meditation to arise above our fears, to be all the greatest possible. So, in essence, fear is something that is obsolete, because fear should have no manipulation or overrule in a jurisdiction of your lives for who you are as a human being. You should be able to coexist throughout your life without the feeling of fear, and to conquer that fear. And every single day of your lives, as you constantly journey out throughout the evolution of time and inside the light, you have to become fearless and tackle your fears. And you have to rise above the oceans of darkness and all the obstacles and against your fears. And you truly have to believe in yourself and be confident. Be confident for who you are. And especially for being as a human being, to rise above your fear. Because fear is not worth dragging out your lives in fear of something. And to be honest, it's not worth it in any perspective. So, believe in yourself. So you have to just rise above that fear and just completely destroy it. Then you have to obliterate it and just shatter it out into fragments of pieces. As you level it out into the nothingness, and you become truly fearless. And through the humanistic emotion of feeling fears, that only dictates and manipulates your thoughts, your perspectives, your perception upon yourself, throughout the world, and what have you. And you have to be the only greatest possible human being as much as possible in every honest attempt. And over a gradual progression of time, we learn to adapt. As we discover the light, we become more fearless. As the more we coexist inside of this world, we learn to, over a period of time, to conquer our fears, to truly let go of what we are afraid of. In order to conquer your fears, in this life, everything requires a natural balance of order, a natural progression throughout time in order to conquer your fears. And nothing is completed overnight. And everything requires patience. And as long as you're patient, and you are someone who is patient and has that virtue, and truly being able to conquer your fears would envision itself to become a reality, become possible for you. So, with this being said, needless to say, everything takes a natural balance of time. And if you were to work throughout the degrees of life, everything takes one day at a time in order to conquer your fears. So, be patient. Thank you for taking this opportunity and watching this video. Please click this button here to subscribe to this channel, this inspiration project of mine. I hope this video had ultimately inspired you for the positive and the most important vital aspect of humanistic emotion, or at least to coexist inside of this humanity and civilization, is to be who you are and to be fearless. Conquer your fears just like a snake. With its rattles, with its venom in its fangs, you just strike out at its core. You just strike out at its core to strike that fear. And just destroy it. Just completely destroy that fear. Alright. Salutations. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.